Hey guys, what's up, and this is TFE Gaming, and today we'll be checking out the differences between the PS5 version and the PS4 version. The comment section of all my videos are filled with, is this gonna be on the PS5? Is this gonna be on the PS4? Is this gonna be on the PS5? Everywhere is just questions by people of which features are available in the old and which features are available in the next gen. Today I'll be breaking down and explaining how each and every feature that's available on the next gen changes and causes differences between the old gen, and how different is the game, and what happens to the people who still own a PS4 and aren't able to buy a new one. Let's find out. The first thing that you notice when you launch FIFA 22 on the two generations of consoles is the hypermotion technology. So if you look from top-down perspective, FIFA 22 on the next gen has a fluid movement and everything is animated very smoothly, while on the old gen FIFA 22 will be same as FIFA 21 in terms of animations, and all the animation refresh they are selling this year goes to the next gen. So straight up, looking from the top-down perspective, the FIFA 22 on the old gen will be completely underwhelming when it comes to the next generation. Not just how it looks, it's also quite outdated when it comes to the runs of the players. The ML flow algorithm, which is said to be the brain of this game, is not on the old gen. I'm quite disappointed, since this is nothing that should be exclusive to the next gen. This is just player runs. Any console can make player runs. But I believe it's because of the hypermotion technology, and this technology only works on it. So analyzing 8.6 million frames of animation, I doubt the old gen consoles can do it. But there was some way that they could have done it, but I don't know. This is quite disappointing that the old gen consoles FIFA 22 will have the same way FIFA 21 makes runs. This is another setback, the artificial intelligence that drives the whole defensive mechanisms, where they were explaining that the whole defensive shape can be kept by one unit and they flow in one way, is also not in the old gen. So your defensive AI will be staying the same as in the previous gens. So if you want to enjoy the way the new system works, you have to upgrade to the next gen console. The Kinetic Air Battles feature, where they were saying that you put a ball into the box and two players will combine into a new animation and a system that gets triggered and decides which player wins the ball in the air, is also not on the old gen. Sadly, this kind of feature is something that is not regarding the hypermotion technology. This is something that they could have added in the old gen. It's just a heading mechanism and it makes the game better for all generations of consoles. But unfortunately, it's not on the old gen consoles. So if you want to enjoy the new heading mechanism, you have to buy a $400–500 console. Okay, this is a safe one and you'll be happy if you own a PS4. The player humanization feature, where people point left, right and like call for the ball and they say, oh, it's the 90th minute, let's push. Those animations are not on the old gen, but honestly speaking, who cares, right? They don't change the way the game works, so it's fine if these things are not on the old gen. The new composed ball control feature, where they take a touch from their chest, then they take another touch and then they move away, is also not on the old gen, because this feature is actually a byproduct of the 11v11 motion capture and hypermotion technology, so it's kind of obvious that it's not on the old gen. But adding animations to take a touch can be added in PS4, man, like that's not difficult. But yeah, EA have chosen differently and this is not on the PS4. The bigger goal moments feature, another expected feature that was in the game last year in the FIFA 21 PS5. If you remember, last year they added new last minute goal celebrations, so that has carried over, and even this year you don't have the bigger goal moments feature that they've added in the end of your games. Reading on the EA Sports website in the attacking section, they are saying last year we improved several aspects of the attacking players with position, personality. This year, with new tactical AI, attacking players can make 6 times more decisions per second, better showcasing their nuanced player personality. This allows them to be more aware of their surroundings, perform smarter runs in build-up play, exploit spaces in the defense, and generally be in the right place at the right time. This is also not on the old gen. So the old gen gameplay expectations on my side are quite low, because this kind of seems like it's the same as FIFA 21. So go ahead and spend your money wisely when it comes to the old gen consoles. Adding salt to the wounds, even defending is listed here. Your defenders can operate more as a unit with new tactical AI and maintain the shape of the formation while moving across the pitch, cover vacant spaces, mark each defending zones accordingly, and bring more authenticity to their overall defensive shape. So as the tactical AI goes, this is a similar thing. The whole defensive awareness is kind of low when it comes to the old gen. It's going to be the same like it was last year, so no big expectations from my side for the defensive AI on the old gens. Now listen carefully, if you're playing FIFA 22 on the PS4, make sure you get the standard edition, because then you're not going to be upgrading to the PS5. Now let's say if you have a PS4 and your granddad gives you a PS5 this Christmas and you know this is gonna happen, then remember, buy the Ultimate Edition. Even if you get the Ultimate Edition on the PS4 and let's say you don't upgrade, there are obviously pack rewards and loan items that you can take a benefit of. But if you buy a standard edition on the PS4 and you buy a PS5 later on, you have to buy FIFA 22 again, remember. So if there is a chance that you'll be getting a next generation console this year, I would recommend get a PS4 and PS5 version, which is the Ultimate Edition. If you open up the PS Store, you'll see it says FIFA 22, PS4 and PS5. So take that into account and make your purchase. And lastly, something that's quite obvious, if people have played the game last year, you remember how good the next generation looked. It's gonna stay the same. Messi's hair is gonna stay the same on the old gen. So stuff like this won't change, obviously, since the new generation consoles can handle a lot of graphics. So yeah, the EA Sports game cam that used to make it look like it's a real life match, I doubt it's on the PS4, but I'm not sure about that one. So you gotta check that when you're in the game. Now after all this disappointment, I'll tell you all the features that stay the same in the both generation of consoles, and there are many, so you don't need to be that sad. Explosive sprint stays there, you can have the super knock-on in there, the new attacking tactics remain the same, the shooting mechanics that they've added remain the same, first time skill moves also stay the same, the new skill moves that they've added stay the same, the goalkeeper rewrite, which is surprising, stays the same, they have icon switching in there, the new teammate contained stamina system stays the same, even the new ultimate team structure, the weekend league has changed to a whole week's league. You have a different system of division rivals stays the same. The pro clubs menus stay the same. You can change the customization in the same way. Even create a club is the same on both generation consoles, so the career mode experience will stay the same. They just have a little bit more of cinematics, but that doesn't change anything. So yeah, now you know how to make a decision if you have to buy a new gen or if you have to stick to your PS4 and enjoy videos on my channel, because I will update you with everything that's on the PS5 and I'll make sure that you don't have to waste your money if you don't want to. Anyways, goodbye. Peace.